I achieved the next thing. Just because you have switched one type of obsession for another type of obsession does not necessarily mean that that obsession is more holistic. You could argue, given the choice between being obsessed with the gym and being obsessed with taking heroin, that the gym is objectively a better obsession to have. But if you're going to get really down to zero, what we're talking about is, how can we sit with the discomfort of not being enough? How can we sit with the discomfort of not having an obsession at all? What does that feel like? And this is like almost a psychedelic point, right? Mm-hmm. To get rid of the desire to need those things overall.
Mm-hmm. I feel like that's a very good point. The idea that like doing heroin or whatever, or like versus like working out in the gym, like it's a similar kind of egotistical pursuit, but due to like, I mean, obviously the working out's like the healthier thing, and
the externality of one is very different.
Exactly.
To another,
so that's what
right?
I'm getting at. The externality could be like drastically different. For example, like you could be addicted to heroin, or you could be addicted to just like rampant entrepreneurial, just Correct. Financial, just Correct. Hedonism, splurge, and that again, due to how society is, it's celebrated, yada yada, blah blah. But like you said, it is the most important thing is realizing that fundamentally you're a slave to an egotistical construction with either one. And the goal is to transcend that, even though your egotistical construction that you're feeding is societally rewarded, right? So that's Correct. A trap that you could really, really fall into. So the key is you need to go a little lower than that.
Yep, I agree. It's a very difficult thing to do, to let go of something which is not destructive, reinforced, praised, gives you accolades, and really importantly, like you said, gives you the moral high ground. Mm-hmm. It's like, look at me, look at how awakened I am. There's a term that I might not be familiar with called spiritual bypass. Mm-hmm. So have you heard of this before? Yeah. So people that go to South America, take a ton of ayahuasca, come back and proselytize, extol the virtues of this amazing peak experience that they've had. Don't do any of the integration. Don't do any of the self-work. Go back to being the same, maybe not even a piece of shit, but just go back to being the same person that they were before, and then go and do it again, right? Mm-hmm. That's spiritual bypass, or I prefer spiritual tourism, that you can go and like visit it like a holiday home and come back and forget about all of the things that you learned. The goal is to integrate each of these different points here